Okay, welcome back guys, and this is how to not get injured in the gym. So the most common way that people get injured is through either not warming up before lifting, or lifting with weight that is just too heavy for them, which is known as ego lifting. And in this video I'm going to tell you how you can fix both of these problems. So the first reason that people get injured is going to be not warming up. So first of all, why do you need to warm up? You need to warm up because as it's in the name, you're getting the muscle ready to be exposed to the tough workings that you're going to do later. This way you're like telling your mind these muscles that we are working to get them ready. Okay, now that you know why you should warm up, how do you even warm up in the first place? Well, there are 3 types of warm-ups that you should know about and use. The first is going to be dynamic stretching. This is when you stretch the muscles that you're going to use in the movement using a resistance band or just your body. Okay, so for this, let's take bench pressing as an example. Some dynamic stretches that you could be doing for bench pressing could be some arm circles or some band pull-aparts. This way you're warming up the joints that you're going to use whilst doing the bench press, like your shoulder and your elbow joints, through the arm circles and the band pull-aparts. The second type of warm-up is going to be warming up the assisting muscles. We'll take the example of the bench press for this as well. To do this, you can attach a D handle to a cable stack and do some exercises with a low weight for low reps. These sets should not be taken to failure and should just be used to prime and get ready the muscles that you're going to use. Okay, for the bench press, some exercise that you could do using the D handle on the cable stack could be some single arm tricep pushdowns and some single arm rear delt flies. This way you're getting your triceps and rear delts ready to be exposed to high loads when bench pressing. This can also help you check and see if you have a crunchy like elbow and shoulder. So this way you can be more precautionate whilst bench pressing, or maybe even not bench press that day. The third way to warm up, and the one that most people already do, is going to be to do warm-up sets of the actual exercise. So say your bench press working sets are 65 kg for 5 to 8 reps. You can do a couple warm-up sets. Maybe you do your first warm-up set with the bar for like 5 reps. Then you do a second warm-up set with 40 kilograms on for 5 reps. This way you're telling your mind, this is the exercise that we're doing. So I want you to get my body ready to do this exercise. This will also help you lift for more reps and a higher weight because you've told your mind the exercise you're doing before, instead of just sitting down and benching 65 kg for reps. Now, you do not need to do all 3 of these for warming up. You do not need to do all 3 of these forms of warming up. However, you should do at least one out of the first 2. So you should either dynamic stretch or warm up the muscles that are going to be used through assisted exercises. And then you should do the third one. So you can get the assisted muscles ready through stretching or like warming up the muscles, and then tell your mind what movement you're actually doing. The second reason that people get injured is because they are ego lifting. This simply refers to using more weight than your body can handle, and thus causing your joints to be put under stress, which in due course causes injury. So say your body can do the 8 kg dumbbells for curls with a slow and controlled eccentric and limited amounts of swinging. But just to show off, you use the 12 kg dumbbells and use your whole body to swing the weight up, then let it drop back down on the eccentric without lowering it slowly. This will put unnecessary stress on your elbow and shoulder joints, which if done over time can lead to them being injured. So how do you prevent yourself from ego lifting? First of all, you stop your body from ego lifting by lowering the weight by a few kilograms, and focusing on keeping other body parts still whilst doing the exercise. So say you're doing your bicep curls, lower the weight, like curl the weight up slowly whilst keeping your shoulder joint in place and just moving at your elbow joint, so like your bicep curling. Don't move your shoulder joint, keep your shoulder still and just use the elbow. Then lower the weight back down slowly to the starting position. This way you are isolating the bicep muscle and not using your back and shoulder to swing the weight up. However, make sure that you don't use this as an excuse to not progressively overload. You still need to progressively overload, but when you're doing it, make sure you don't throw your form out of the window. Okay, so now you know how to not get injured whilst you're working out in the gym. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.